Good morning, everybody. It's a lovely Saturday, and something I would like to talk about today is the older folks in our lives whose opinions we value very much, and I often like to refer to them as the village elders. These folks are people who we value their opinions very much. They could be a relative, they could be an older coworker, they could be a professor. And the reason why I like to call them the village elders is because it makes me think of back when we were in smaller villages or sometimes in tribes, there was always that one individual, at least one, who was the storyteller, who, based on their life experiences, we valued them very much. They were very important people. Fast forward to today, if you're fortunate enough to have someone like that, treasure them while you have them. For me, I've been lucky enough to have had 3 of those people in my life, very briefly. Unfortunately, I had a art history professor who was 75 years old and still teaching, and he was born in Bermuda, and by the time he was 19, he was living in France. He had pictures of himself at the pyramids, which I thought was unbelievably cool, and he was just a very interesting individual to talk to. He loved classical music. He used to have records playing in his room, and you just hear the wonderful sounds of Mozart and Beethoven just wafting through the corridors, and it was amazing. And then I've had some older coworkers who I just love listening to their stories, listening to their life experiences, and I just really, really cannot emphasize enough how important these people are, just in general. Learning how they grew up. One of my coworkers, he grew up in Latvia, so it was very interesting to hear about what it was like to grow up in another country. And I've got an older coworker now, who I just like listening to his stories. He's got a lot of them, and it definitely makes the workday go by a lot easier when he's around. And just to bounce ideas off him, just to see what his opinions are, because unfortunately I think subconsciously I am kind of still seeking that grandfather role, because unfortunately for me, I lost my grandfather when I was 7. And unfortunately, by the time I came around, he was very sick with Alzheimer's, so I never got to experience the wonderful man that he was. Because I know he was an amazing man. And, I definitely feel like I missed out a little. But unfortunately, that's just kind of how that goes. But I just really wanted to discuss that this morning. And if you have someone like that in your life, just hug them. Let them know how much they mean to you. And yeah, so enjoy your day, guys. I hope it's a good one for you. And I'll post another video soon.